Hello everyone, my name is Claudine and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about the MZ Wallace Gramercy Crossbody bag. If this has been a bag that's on your radar and you just can't quite decide whether or not to purchase it, or you're still kind of unsure, can't get an idea of the bag from whatever you've seen online, I'm hoping that by the end of this video, you will have a better understanding. I'll be able to kind of fill those gaps in for you so that you can decide whether or not this bag is right for you. So if you have been curious about this bag, sit back, relax, and keep on watching. Before we begin our deep dive into the MZ Wallace Gramercy Crossbody bag, I do want to let you know that some of the links in the description box below are affiliate links, which means that if you decide to click on them and make a subsequent purchase, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I will provide a link in the description box below that will take you not only to the MZ Wallace website, but directly to this particular bag, as well as the mini version of this bag that I had made a video about a few months ago now. It's been some time. Time flies when you're having fun. So all that information will be in the description box below for your reference. So here we go with the beautiful MZ Wallace Crossbody bag. This particular color is called Dawn Air, which is a lovely navy. And according to the MZ Wallace website, the Gramercy Crossbody measures 10.2 inches across in length, 2.7 inches in width. For the height, flip those numbers, it's at 7.2 inches. The strap length varies from 31.5 inches all the way to 55 inches on this thicker, more casual crossbody strap. The weight of the bag is 0.68 pounds and it currently retails for $275. So as you can see here, the front has a very clean look to it. You've just got this patent leather diamond logo here for MZ Wallace. You've got two exterior zip compartments here on the front. You've got one that extends out beyond the main compartment of the bag itself. You open it up and you're greeted with this beautiful pop of red color right here. And you can see the MZ Wallace name in that beautiful lining. I love that it matches the strap. Love, love, love. And as you can see here, actually, before I open up this second compartment, hang on one sec, the zipper pulls are a nice blue, navy blue patent leather as well. You've got this other exterior compartment right here that you unzip and are greeted again by that beautiful red interior. The back of the bag is very nice and simple. No zip compartments, no pockets of any kind, just nice and clean. The bottom of the bag does not have any feet, but you do have that MZ Wallace logo again right there. You can see the untreated leather with the MZ Wallace name right there on the bottom. Open up the main compartment of the bag and you will see a gorgeous red lining. Again, of course, if it was in the exterior pockets, it would be in there in the interior as well. And it's got the traditional MZ Wallace layout on the inside. You've got these two pockets here that are leather lined at the top. Flip it over, you've got that interior pocket that you open up and then are greeted by two other interior pockets, like so. And you've also got that card compartment right here for your transit card, credit card, ID, business cards, whatever the case may be on your end. And there you go, you can get a better idea of the size of that main compartment. And of course, dangling off here, you've got the market pouch that comes with this bag. Also has that diamond logo right there. Open it up, of course, more red interior. Now that I've given you all the basic information on the bag, given you an idea of what it looks like, I'm going to show you how I pack the Gramercy Crossbody. All right, so here we have the Gramercy Crossbody completely empty, and I will show you how I typically pack this bag when I use it. I'll start from the front and make my way back in the bag. So in the front, we've got this nice large open exterior pocket, and that's typically where I'll put my phone. We'll use my case here as an example since I'm filming on my phone. And I typically place my keys in here as well. Here I've got the Louis Vuitton Monogram Eclipse car key case, and I will place that in here like so. You can see both items fit comfortably right in that front pocket. Zip that closed. Then you've got this one other exterior zipper compartment. It lays flush with the rest of the bag back here. And given current times, this is typically the compartment that I reserve exclusively for my mask. So it's a nice place to kind of keep it isolated and separate from everything, yet very easy to access as needed. Zip that closed. And now we've got the interior main compartment of the bag. I'll start with this interior zip compartment. This is where I will typically place my lip product. Again, masks, COVID, we don't need any fancy lip products. I just use chapstick and typically carry some SPF as well. So I will place those back there. And then in this main compartment, I will utilize the pouch that comes with this bag to hold my personal feminine products. And so I will just clip that back in and place it back into the bag like so. And then obviously can't go anywhere without a wallet. Right now I'm using my little card holder from Chanel as my mini wallet. And in here are all my most used cards as well as my ID, cash if I have it. I don't really have any cash at the moment, but that'll go in here. And then I use my mini O case here as kind of a spillover from my wallet. You know, obviously everything cannot fit into that card holder, so anything I don't reach for nearly as much will live in here, along with some extra stuff like stamps, loyalty type punch cards. I'll place them all in here and then put that in the bag as well. And then last but certainly not least, my sunglasses. I cannot go anywhere without sunglasses most of the time, and as you can see, I'm filming on a particularly sunny day, so obviously these would be going with me. Place them right in here, and that's how it looks all packed up. All my items are in here that I would need to go run an errand, go out into the city for the day, do whatever I need to do. I've got everything in here ready to go. Overall, my opinion of the Gramercy Crossbody bag is a positive one. I love the clean look of this bag. It's just so elegant and simple, and the color is just right up my alley these days. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I'm on a huge navy kick right now, so I'm loving this color. I have the navy Apple Watch right here, so this is right up my alley as far as what I've been leaning toward color-wise. The champagne gold hardware is a huge home run in my book. I absolutely love it. That was a very pleasant surprise when I received this bag. I thought it was going to be gold, but it turned out to be this softer champagne gold, which I absolutely love. The versatility of this bag when it comes to the straps, you can use this colorful strap right here. It makes it super casual and comfortable, or you can elevate it by utilizing the patent leather strap that they provide, and it really just kicks this bag up a notch and makes it look really nice, and a bag that you can take from running errands or going to see the city and just go about the town and then take it to a nice dinner just by swapping out the strap. So that is a huge plus for me as well. A couple points I do want to make that aren't pros or cons, but they're just more like observations, I guess you could say. So when I first got this bag, I kind of had some Prada vibes from it. Just the general look of the bag, the simplicity of it, and just having, you know, the logo right here, kind of like how Prada does. It was just a mental observation that I kind of just made in the back of my mind and just moved on. And sure enough, when I first started carrying it, I had a family member see the bag and make the same commentary and said, oh, it's kind of Prada-esque. And it was just very funny that I hadn't mentioned it to anyone, and she made a similar observation as I did. So for better or worse, if you like Prada, then this bag might be right up your alley as far as the style is concerned. If for whatever reason you may not like Prada, then I don't know, I guess, but just an observation that I had made and I just wanted to share with you guys. Another observation that I wanted to share is kind of obvious to those that may be familiar with MZ Wallace for many, many years, and it is the fact that this bag does not have any of that traditional MZ Wallace pleating that we've come to know, love, and appreciate from the brand. If you recall, the Paige or Haley, Belle, Kate, all those bags had very lovely pleating on the exterior pockets that gave it a little extra personality and just kind of that identifier that made it equate in your mind as an MZ Wallace bag. If you don't like those pleats, you're probably happy to not see them here. If you love them and miss them, it may be a bit of a bummer, but you know what? Nothing stays the same, things change, and I'm indifferent. I love the pleats, and I also love the clean look of a bag like this. So for me, I can appreciate and find a home for either in my closet. So again, something worth sharing that was an observation and just figured I'd vocalize it for you guys. Now, turning to the cons, the first thing, let me put this down in my handbrake while I talk about one con that I observed, and it is in relation to this leather strap here. Now, as you can see, we've got a number of holes going on here where you can adjust the length of this particular strap, but we've only got one loop. So if you end up making this shorter than right here, which is where I have it on the second hole, and I'm not saying right here as that being the definitive point, but if you end up shortening it, let's say about this far, where's that? I think 3 holes from the top, and you weave this through this loop right there, this is what's going to happen. I personally wish there was a second loop to kind of hold this in place at the bottom, you know, a movable one. This one is stationary, you can't move it from its spot, but if there were a second one, kind of like my watch actually, so you can see here, hang on, we've got one, I think this is stationary. No, actually they both move, but you know, this kind of helps prove my point. So if this were a stationary loop right here, this one can be moved at any length. And so you see here now we've got this little extra flap. I move it there and it stays nice and flush and just looks better than, you know, kind of having it pull one of these on me. So same kind of idea. I wish it had that second loop that you can just kind of adjust accordingly based on the length you decide to choose with the holes that are provided. So a bit of a con. I think it makes it look a bit unpolished. If you decide to go very short on this leather strap and carry it, you could run into that situation of having this just flapping about. Hey guys, it's me. I wanted to come back on and share another observation related to this strap. If you decide to place it on the shortest hole on this particular patent leather strap, you're going to run into this issue at the bottom where the strap is longer than the hardware that you are going to then obviously snap into the crossbody D-rings. So that is something worth noting, and I felt compelled to film this little snippet and share this detail with you. This is not something I personally like. I would want and hope that even the shortest length on a particular strap will still stay above the hardware. Unfortunately, that is not the case with this particular strap, and I did want to make you guys aware of that fact. Should you want to actually place it on that shortest hole, you'll run into this problem on the other side. The second point that I observed with this and would kind of lump into that con category would just be the capacity of this bag. Now, as you can see, this is not a small bag. It is not a mini bag by any stretch of the imagination. It is a good medium-sized bag. I would probably equate it to a page, maybe a little bit bigger. I unfortunately do not have a page in my collection at the moment, so I can't pull it out to tell you for sure, but I would put it in that range, perhaps a little larger. And given that size of a bag, I would expect it to hold more. And you know, it's difficult for me to kind of film this particular point because I hope I explain it clearly enough where it kind of makes sense, but I just feel like there's a lot of bag here and not a lot of volume capacity on the interior. So as you saw when I showed how I packed it up for you guys, we've gotten here, like I said, the pouch that it comes with. I've got my Chanel card holder, my mini O case, and my sunglasses. And look at the space in there. Now, granted, there is still room where you could pile on top of the card holder and the mini O case, but I personally don't like to do that. I feel like once you start doing that and kind of piling on top, if you need to get to an item that happens to be at the bottom, then you're gonna have to take that item out, find somewhere to put it. You know, you're kind of unpacking your whole bag and like providing inventory to anyone watching you. It's not easy to get into it and get to an item at the bottom if you end up starting to pack it vertically, if that makes sense. So with that being said, I kind of almost wish that this main compartment was just a smidge wider so that you had a little bit of a larger base so that you could kind of pack it a little better, or perhaps in having a bit of a wider base, the contents don't need to be arranged into the bag in a methodical, strategic way, if that makes sense. You know, like when I use my small Sutton, for example, I just throw everything in there. And then when I go to grab it, I kind of dig my hand in there, feel for it, or obviously look if I'm looking and I'm able to look, and grab it and that's the end of it. But with this bag, you can't really just throw your stuff in there. It has to be methodical or strategic, you know, like, does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining what I'm trying to get at clearly. I hope you guys can relate or see where I'm coming from. Let me know in the comments below if that is something that makes sense to you, if I've confused you to death, if you have this bag and perhaps kind of had that same vibe or idea about the capacity of it. I just feel like there's a lot of bag here, not a lot of space overall. Now that I've shared my personal opinion on this bag with you, let me know what you think, not only on this last con, but perhaps the leather strap, the pros as far as the versatility of it, the clean look, the pleats that are not here. Are they a pro for you that they're not present? Are they a con? Let me know what your thoughts are on this bag. If you own this bag, what your experience has been like with it. Let me know all that good stuff down in the comments below, and let's talk about the MZ Wallace Gramercy Crossbody bag this week. So before I officially get up and start sharing some mod shots with you guys, I do want to thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button that you'll find right down here, and ding the bell that you see there so that you are notified every time I upload a video, because I would love to have you back and watching the content that I create and share with you guys. Stay tuned now for some mod shots of the Gramercy Crossbody. For reference, I am 5'6". Bye.